Hello everybody. Well, this video is a bit of a moan. You can't be positive all the time, I know, but this one is about something I really don't like, and that is the Royal Shield design. I found an article written by Virginia Ironside, which is Christopher's daughter. This was written around 10 years ago and it's still true today. Now, this is an article from The Independent, and it starts, Virginia Ironside, daughter of the designer of the current coinage, that's obviously the original decimal coinage, calls their replacements unworkable. Now, she says, the last thing I want to do is sound churlish. And yes, I had to look churlish up because I'm an idiot, and it actually means this. Rude in a mean-spirited and surly way. Now I know. She continues, as the daughter of Christopher Ironside, who designed the reverse of our current decimal coins, I knew it was going to be difficult to like the new coin reverse designs, released last week by the Royal Mint. But I was determined to bend over backwards to find something good in them, and yet, bend as I might, I can see nothing at all in the new designs to like, and all I can hear is the creaking sound of my father turning in his grave. Now, to be fair, if you stand back a bit, and squint and have a few beers to help your imagination, you can sort of see a shield there, and there's some lines on there to help you as well. She continues, it's not the young designer's fault. Matthew Dent has produced a set of designs that would do him credit in an art school project. The designs are fresh, quirky, funny, eccentric, but totally unworkable as actual coins. And there's Matthew Dent. How long do you think they've been minting the Royal Shield design for? 14 years.
14 years?
Yep, there they are. You count them. 2008 to 2021 inclusive. And the original set had the pound coin in it. And that had a shield on it, and I think that was just a guide to show you what we was looking for in the other coins. And this was obviously demonetised in October 2017, so it's not part of the set anymore. So what else does she say about the shield coins? She says they're like the work of a landscape student doing a garden in the shape of a scarab beetle and expecting everyone to notice it on the ground. Forgetting the designs, and I don't think these asymmetric angles work in a circular design at all. No, nor do I. But that's a matter of taste. What about the absence of numerals? When I go to a foreign country, I don't want to have to be an expert in the language to be able to read whether what I'm giving to a man in a bazaar is a 50 dinar piece or a 20 dinar one. I want to recognise the international language of simple numerals. We in Britain all know what the word 50 means, but it's arrogant of us to expect that the visiting Ghanaian or Japanese tourist who doesn't speak or read English to be able to read figures as words. Then, the lettering is far too small for people with sight problems to read anyway. I've never heard them referred to as arrogant coins before, but I suppose she's got a point. Imagine going on holiday to Japan and there's no numbers on the coins. We'd be lost, wouldn't we? Unless you could read Japanese, but I struggle a bit with that. There is no £2 coin. Why not? Presumably it did not fit into the loopy idea that when you put the coins together you can form a picture of a shield. But coinage should be flexible. It should work so that you can remove coins like the halfpenny and the farthing have been removed, and add coins like the pound and the £2 coins. What happens if the penny's taken out? The whole fun idea will be ruined. I know the Chancellor recently said that the penny and the 2p are safe, but lots has changed over the last year, hasn't it? So a lot less people using cash. So if they are taken out, that's the shield ruined, as she said. Now, I've seen some pennies in circulation with a 2021 date, but if you want to make the shield up, do you have to buy the rest? This is a quote from Glenn from Makamula Coins. He says, the shield argument is quite a valid point. If they are not minting 2p's, then collectors who may want to make their whole shield design, penny, 2p, 5p, etc., are going to have to buy the annual sets. Is this another money-making scheme by the Royal Mint, who have obviously realised they are onto a winner by withholding certain commemoratives from entering circulation and making extra bucks from mugs like us who want them for our collections? Hunts these days are not the same. Sad, really. Yep, very valid point. If you haven't subscribed to Makamula Coins, there's a link below. Go and do it now. Great channel. Now, I know the Royal Mint, like any other business, have got to make some money, and with dwindling coins being produced all over the world, they've got to do it another way, but please, no more shield. Okay, let's go back to Virginia Ironside. For all its apparent modernism, the design of these coins is actually very old hat and establishment. The Britannia and the lion symbolise the very spirit of Britain, in the same way as the Marianne on the French coinage conjures up the spirit of France. This coinage is completely hindbound, sticking rigidly to the symbols of the royal shield of arms. It's strictly political coinage and not a free and open one. And not only that, but the Welsh, for some mysterious reason, have been completely excluded. And because each coin is just like a bit of a bigger jigsaw, the impression overall of a country that has been totally fragmented. Perhaps that was the point. I've got a feeling she doesn't like this design very much. What do you reckon? Why should my views carry any weight at all? Because I lived through the years that my father spent designing coinage for countries including Tanzania, Brunei, the Bahamas, Qatar, Dubai, Singapore. I remember him sitting squinting over the plasters, working usually through a magnifying glass in the negative, agonising whether the lion's foot should show claws or whether Britannia's trident was at the right angle to the balance with the lettering. He even designed 14 versions of the design of St George, which wasn't eventually chosen, but for each there was a reason for the small changes that he'd made. The coins should have been designed by someone experienced who knows about coin design and understands all the restrictions, pitfalls and intricacies that it involves. Matthew Dent, a young graphic designer who's clearly talented as a visual artist working in 2 dimensions, couldn't even do the plasters for the coin himself. They had to be executed by a proper craftsman, the sculptor John Bergdahl. Now, John Bergdahl, he did the Shakespeare coins and the Magna Carta. Surely the primary point of coins is not to intrigue, to entertain and to raise a smile, as Matthew Dent declared. The primary point of coins is to be easily readable, recognisable and work as coins in the marketplace. And I can't believe that out of the 4,000 designs submitted to the Royal Mint Advisory Committee, there weren't some that did just that. There we are. That's what Virginia Ironside thought about the shield when it was introduced. Obviously she's going to be biased because it was her dad's coins that it replaced. But I agree with her on most things she said. What do people think about that then? Please let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.